There we go. Okay. I'm still sort of getting the hang of this. So I'm going live today to talk about something that I noticed for myself over the years as I've grown my coaching practice. Anonymous coaching has been around for 12 years now, maybe a little bit more. Math is not one of my strengths, and I'd have to sit and think about it. And my dog rescue, Pity Posse Rescue, has been around for about 4 years now. So I like to think that I have a little bit of experience in both arenas, and both are very visible online. And one of the things that I've noticed and that my clients talk about often and that I see community members talking about is how to deal with it when you feel jealous of, other folks in your field, when you feel really envious, you see another person in your profession killing it, or, I remember I was on a webinar with one of the people that I really look up to, and they had like 3,000 people on the webinar. And I was like, what? How does that happen? And this is something that I've thought about a lot over the years, in part because I've had to coach and support my clients through it. But what you do when you really do feel like kind of a competitive streak popping up, or you look at what results someone else is getting, or what results someone else says they're getting, because there are people out there who are claiming results that they're not actually getting and they're not being totally transparent with. But what to do when you feel like you're in a competitive vibe, or when you feel really jealous or intimidated or envious of the results that someone else is getting. And one of the things that I was thinking about the other day when I was driving, because that's when I do a lot of my thinking, is that when you see someone who has something that you want, so when you feel jealous of someone or really competitive, or you feel like you're kind of hating on them, it happens to all of us. Don't be embarrassed about it. It happens to all of us. But what I really like to think, and what I tell my clients, is that this is sort of a check engine light on your dashboard, that there's something that you want that you don't have. And the fact that you're feeling jealous or competitive or envious that someone else has it, a lot of people stop at that feeling and just let themselves get stuck in the stewing of that, in the why does she get it and I don't, or how did she get it, or was it handed to her, or I want it and it sucks that she has it because maybe if she has it, I can't have it. Don't stop there. These feelings are really a check engine light, that there's something that someone else has that you aspire to, that you want. And when you see someone who has something that you want, you kind of have two rough choices. And one is to kind of hate on them for having it, right? Just get stuck in that first step, that first feeling, and put your energy there. And I can tell you from experience that takes up a lot of energy. It's really exhausting to hate on someone for something. Or you can say, oh, look, I'm having these feelings about this thing that this other person has. I think I want that thing for myself. I want to strive for that. And then you can use all of that energy that can be summed up by those feelings, that can be mustered, and you can use it to set a goal and study that person with an open heart to emulate the pieces that you want for yourself. And then the energy goes to attaining your goals rather than getting stuck in jealousy and competition, which again is really, really draining. There are enough clients for us all. There are enough of the things for us all to have what we want. And when you can come at it from an open heart and really looking at it as, seeing this as something that you now see that you want for yourself, then you can put your energy towards attaining it, and towards even studying the ways that that person has done it. Maybe even reaching out and saying, hey, it's amazing that you published that book or had that webinar with 3,000 people on it. I would love to learn some of that. And, if they're a real big wig, you might not get an answer. They might not be able to take the time to personally talk to you. But still, you can see it as a sign that you want something from the universe and not get stuck in hating on people. So I wanted to put this out there because this is such a normal feeling as you're growing a business, to feel competitive, to feel, to compare yourself to other people who are doing what you do. And it's really important to remember that we all have a certain amount of energy, and it's like you can choose where to direct it. And when you're hating on someone, or when you're stuck in letting someone else's achievements make you feel worse about yourself, you're really spending a whole lot of gas and energy spinning your wheels, because it's not actually going to get you anywhere. It's actually, if you've ever been stuck in mud, because that's really fun. What you'll notice is that if you're spinning your wheels, it'll get you more stuck. You'll actually just ground yourself down deeper into the mud. And that's what happens energetically when you don't choose how to direct that energy. Your energy is yours. It doesn't get spent for you. You get to choose how to direct it. And that's a little bit of there's a learning curve there and there's a practice, but you do ultimately choose to spend your energy in the ways that you want to spend it. So if you know that there's someone who's triggering for you, just block them. Just block them. Just take a note of what it is that you want and then don't look at their stuff anymore. Don't give them your energy. Don't spend your energy there. Use jealousy and envy and competitive feelings to actually fuel you and inspire you to look at what you want for yourself. And maybe it's something that you didn't know that you wanted for yourself in the beginning. So, that's all I want to say right now. I just really want you guys out there to not be spinning your wheels and losing energy to things that aren't going to get you where you want to go, because we're kind of at a turning point here, and collectively we're going to decide where to go. So let's make sure that we're all using our energy in ways that actually boost us forward and help us and help each other. And remember that, collaborating is so much more powerful than competing. It's so much more powerful. It feels so much better. I've always made it a policy to not keep people in my circle, on my team, in my close community who are really, who see it as a either or. Either I get it or you get it. And one of the reasons that I think that I've built something that feels so successful, both on the In Arms coaching front and the Pity Posse front, is that the people that come and support me and work with me and are my team members are highly collaborative women and men, and a few men, mostly highly collaborative women. We believe that we can have it, and so can the other person, and we believe that we're stronger together. And that's something that you really have to set an intention to surround yourself with people like that, because it just doesn't feel good. The competitive, only one person gets it sort of thing, it really doesn't feel good, and it doesn't help us build together. That's it. If I keep talking, I'm just going to loop around the things that I've already said. So I just wanted to reach out and touch you with this, because I do think that it can be really draining, and it feels really lonely to get stuck in comparing yourself and in feeling intimidated or angry about what other people have or are creating. And I don't want you to get stuck there. So hi, Christy. Thanks for tuning in. Drop a comment if this was helpful for you. And as usual, if there's something that you want me to make a video on, I love making videos, so I'm happy to make a video for you. Have a great rest of your day, and thanks again for tuning in.